Hello everybody, and welcome back to the city of Draj, in the realm of Dark Sun Shattered Lands. We are now in the fields of Draj. This is Cimm. Alright, so here we are, down here. We need to go over here. And for those of you who might be playing along or have never played this game and you're like, how does she know to do this? There's two ways I know how to do this. I've played this games 20 years now, but also in the blue book that comes with the game on GOG, it tells you where you need to go and who you need to talk to. Now you know. Surf motions to you.
Psst, come over here. I need to talk to you.
Yes, suspicious old man.
We're escaped slaves, right? Don't worry, I won't tell the guards. You're interested? I've got a proposition for you.
What's the proposition, creepy old man?
I've got an item I'll give you if you can help me get out of here. All I ask is that you let me follow you.
And what would that item be?
You know that stone pedestal by the drainage pipe?
No, I don't.
Well, there was a gem in the middle, but someone stole it, and now I know where it is. I'll give it to you if you let me follow.
Okay.
Great, let me get it.
The serf reaches into his tunic and produces a large gem. He hands it to you.
Here, take it, and let's get going. You can't carry anymore, so I'll just, leave it for you on the ground. No one will take it.
Now we go talk to this guy. His name is Old One-Eye.
Hello, strangers. I'm Old One-Eye.
Tell me about the wilderness.
Oh, that desert's a nightmare. Years ago, I was out there myself, grubbing for water. That's the worst problem. Don't matter how many monsters there are if you're a thirsty pile of bones.
How did you survive in the desert?
I stayed with the merchant caravans, but that's just as bad as staying in the desert. Lots of those people would just as soon as cut your throat as anything else.
What kind of animals are out there?
Whatever horrors you can imagine are out there, my child. The worst I ever saw was a sinkworm. It attacked us on the scrub plains. I escaped, but it took my eye.
You were attacked by a worm on the scrub. Sounds a lot like grub, and you're grubbing around. You got a lot of bug. That's what I'm saying. Can you help me get out of here?
Well, since you've been kind enough to listen to me rattle on, and you didn't make any bug jokes that I could hear, I'll help you get out. There are two ways out of here. One is past the guards, and I can help you there. The other is to the east. There's a weak spot in the bone wall. If you can knock it down, you can get out. Which do you want to try?
We will do the bone wall.
Good choice. There's only a couple guards over there. I wouldn't advise hanging around too long after you kill them, though. The other guards will come after you. I'll take you as close as I can. This is as far as I go. The fence is just to the east of here. I wish you the best of luck. If you do manage to survive, come back here and destroy this blasted city. Oh, before I forget, I've been saving this for an escape, but the time has passed, and you can use it more than I now. Here, take this scroll. You can't carry it, so I'll just put it here in the dirt for you.
Oop. Alright. Now, we need to go visit the person who can buy stuff. Hello, shoppy man. Let me just supersonic run over there.
You're not from around here. I know. If you're interested, I can sell you some fruit. Just picked.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother asking any questions.
Let's get down to business.
And now I'm going to go and put that stone back where it belongs. show up. Yeah, come on. You hear the shouts of the guards in the distance. Judging by the commotion, they are heading this way. Ooh. Not quite yet. Are you ready to leave, dude? I hope so. Yes. Well, I hope he made it. That's really the best I can say.
Notaku. Well met, travelers. I am your servant, Notaku. What forces you into these desolate wastes?
I escaped from slavery.
Then welcome to the freedom of the desert, where survival is determined by your friends and enemies. We may have common interests.
What are you suggesting?
I am a merchant, dealing in certain hard-to-acquire goods. My customers are eccentric and unpredictable. In short, this is a high-risk, high-return venture.
What do you want me to do?
A simple task to see if you are trustworthy and capable. I have a client, Father Garrett, who is in need of pith from a rennick tree. I want you to take some to him.
How much will you pay me?
My standard fee for such a simple task is 500 ceramic pieces. Once you have proven trustworthy, you'll receive more important missions and better pay. Perhaps even a few mystical objects.
What's this pith used for?
It has many uses in healing arts. It is often the chief component of salves and the like.
I'll do it.
Excellent. Deliver this bag of rennick pith to Father Garin in Tea Kettle. That's a village northwest of here.
Now we have a destination.
Return after you have done so, and I will pay you handsomely.
Is that all I can do for you?
There isn't much. Business is rather slow right now, seeing as how I'm literally in the middle of the desert. Although I could always use a few sandhowler eyes and fire eel tongues. Should you come across any in your wanderings, I would pay well for their smell.
How do I get a sandhowler eye?
Well, they don't give them up willingly. You'll have to find some howlers stalking the sandy wastes. Just avoid the beast's stare. It'll paralyze you.
Where can I find fire eel tongues?
Fire eels are sand burrowers, so watch your step. North of here is where you'll find most of them.
How much would you pay for them?
I pay based on supply and demand. Typically, the goods I need are worth a few hundred ceramic pieces. You'll receive a percentage of that.
Have you heard any rumors worth repeating?
There was a group of Drajan guards that passed by, heading north. It seems a group of slaves escaped and caused some Templars quite a bit of embarrassment.
Tell me about your business.
There is little to tell. I am a simple merchant, and like all merchants, I must scratch a living from the selfishness of my clients.
What exactly is your business?
Powerful mages require obscure materials to conduct their arcane rituals. You see, I used a lot of big words there. I obtain such objects and purify them as required. I often work on contract or simply offer my goods to the highest bidder.
Why can't I sell directly to the mages?
The mages aren't interested in raw materials. They want my processed components. I also have their trust. My goods are never spoiled and are of the best quality.
Who are your clients?
My clients vary seasons to season and from area to area. I never stay in one place too long. Scarcity is a boon in my business.
How do I fit into all this?
The materials I need are rare and many require overcoming dangerous beasts. I could not hope to fill all the demands if I searched for the items myself, so I employ agents such as you. If you'll excuse me now, I have projects which require my attention. May your travels bring you prosperity. Goodbye.
He has, at least I think it's him, one of my favorite lines. Hey, running around man, running around man, running around man, running around man, I want to talk to you.
You must be the ones who escaped from the arena. I've heard of you. My name is Algernon. I've always wanted to meet a member of the Veiled Alliance.
What are you doing here?
I've waited years to be contacted by the Alliance, but nobody ever came. When I heard about escaped gladiators, I picked up my things and ventured out to find you. I am a scribe. My knowledge of magical devices is great. Ask about any item and I will elucidate. Are you interested?
Sure. Blue Daglar's wand. just so you guys can see it.
Daglar controlled his foes with this wand. He made them watch their fellows perish while they were helpless to intervene. Use it wisely. There are a limited number of charges left.
Wand of missiles.
Wand of missiles have put many good bowmen to shame. However, they have limited charges, and many have expired in the course of battle.
Alright. That's good for now.
I hope that helps. Well, what now?
You can leave if you want.
I myself only possess one magic item. I would like to donate it to the Veiled Alliance to help them save Athos. I hope it helps. It's a wand that can detect metals up to 60 paces away. It's very easy to use. Also, I found this gem on the obelisk to the north. You are welcome to it, as I have no need for such things.
Yes. Who's this man? Searching the slave, the only thing you find is a scroll, still clutched in his dead hand. You pry it free and read it.
It was urgent that you received this message, so I have taken a risk, excused myself from the company of the commanders to pen this. I have grave news. Togthter's armies are indeed massing, though not for some faraway campaign. They are massing against us. I have learned that soon now the armies will march into the waste to wipe out our village and others like it from the face of Athos. We are in grave danger, and I felt you must know immediately. I beg of you, take what you can and leave the village to the winds. It seems that the visionary's prophecy looks more like the ravings of a madman and less like the true gift of foresight. I see no band of heroes that will come and save us from the might of Draj's army, nor can we rely on it any longer. I will send this message by my most trusted servant. I pray he reaches you before the armies do. I will try and report to you again if I can, but I fear that I am already under suspicion, so this may well be the last you hear from me. May fortune protect us all. Rajak.
Which I'm sure is a male's name, but,
Hey, you! If you're smart, you'll ignore what that scroll says and get on with our lives. Your lives. At least, what time you have left in them.
who are you?
I'm here, doesn't look like slaves. Escaped, did you? No matter. When the army comes, it won't matter if you escaped or not.
You read the scroll?
Yes, I did, and I left it there to rot with the body. Nothing can protect us now. The villagers are better off not knowing about the army. At least then they won't have time to fear.
Where are these villages?
They're scattered all around the waste. The one that slave was bound for was Tea Kettle. I was originally from there, but I left. If you head north, you'll find it.
I know that that's really not how you're supposed to say that. It's supposed to be Tea Ketzel. But come on, it's Tea Kettle. Do you know who this was?
No, but I don't care to know who it was. All I know is that I know more than I want to. I left the villages to get away from the fear of Drash's army, and now I see there is no escape from it, even out here. You know, camping at the foot of Drash's walls.
Well, do you know about Tea Ketzel?
Dang it, I meant to say Tea Kettle. Of course I know about Tea Kettle. That was my home before I came here. It's nice enough, but it won't last. None of them will. The armies will sweep across the waste and destroy everything in their path.
Alright, I gotta go now. Bye.
Forget you ever read that scroll. It'll be easier that way.
I'm gonna use your campfire. I'm gonna go talk to the coolest person in this game. And I mean that too. I really love this character. Lausa.
What do you wish of me, unscaled one?
Who are you?
I am Lausa, once of the Grey Isles tribe.
Where's that?
There north, poking out of the Silt Sea.
What happened to your tribe?
It was in the Isles when I left. It may be there still.
How can I get there?
There used to be a tunnel that connected the Merchant's Isle with a cliff at the edge of the Silt Sea, but it has collapsed.
Can you show me?
Why? The tunnel is blocked. There is no way to get through. Besides, I never want to go back there. I seek a new tribe to the south.
You seem upset, and also your lisp is inconsistent.
An unscaled family lives in a large house on the isle. They're the cause of my misery. They corrupted one of my own and had my mate murdered.
What is this Merchant's Isle?
A trading village on the island in the Silt Sea, which is not capitalized for some reason. Many merchants visit there. It is on many of the trade routes.
Murdered? What happened? And I'm sorry for your loss.
My mate, Kiv's son, was chief. No better hunter could be found. The merchant family wanted the tribe to become its peddlers. Kiv's son refused. Drissa, one who had embraced your grasping ways, challenged him. Drissa, one who had embraced your grasping ways, challenged him.
Grasping what? I don't understand.
Your kind always grasps for things, if only for the sake of grasping for them. The more things that you can hold, the more powerful you are to others of your kind, and the more you try to grasp other things. That is the way of your people. You value material.
And as a 14-year-old, that was a perfect summation of capitalism, and it has stuck with me my entire life. I love you, Lausa. What happened then?
We left as I prepared Kiv's son for battle. Dirsa was weak. In battle, Dirsa's strength was 10 times what it had been, and Kiv's son was gutted. The tribe lost its honor with his death, and I left to seek a new tribe, away from your kind. There was no way that Dirsa could have become stronger unless the merchant worked some magic upon him. Who else would want to make us peddlers? Anyway, Dirsa was too cowardly to challenge Kivsan without some backing.
Let's change the subject. I just want to talk.
Then talk on. I am not in the mood to hunt you.
Why? And should I be worried?
I have seen Surians betray their souls. It becomes a minor thing to talk to prey.
I'm gonna go. Bye.
May you always find prey.
Do you mean may I always find others of my kind, or do you mean may I never go hungry? Because, one of those is awesome. The other kinda makes my skin crawl. But I still love you, Lausa.
Halt! What's your business here at Tea Kettle?
I am PC Timp. I have business with Father Garen.
I'll take your word on it, but any foolishness will mean your death. Be sure to check in with our leaders as well. The council meets in the main hall, big building to the north side of town, can't miss it. Kahal, our leader, will be there.
Tell me about your village.
We're more prosperous than many slave villages. I can't say any, I've never been to all of them. But if you believe that visionary, we won't last much longer.
Who is this visionary?
He's a crazed halfling. Kahal found him stumbling about the desert, and the lunatic's been ranting ever since.
What does this visionary say?
Go talk to Kahal about it. I don't listen to that visionary's blustering. None of it's true. Drash isn't gonna waste the effort on slave villages way out in the desert.
You're 2 tiles. Technically you're 1 tile away from Draj, because if you count the fields of Draj as also being part of the city, which you should. Why is the village prosperous?
Water enough for everyone, crazy person, that's why. You must have heard about our well. Domini built it when Tea Kettle was founded. It's never failed.
Who?
Domini is the well master. He oversees water distribution and keeps up the wellhead. He's a genius in his own way and very proud of the well. He's always tinkering with it.
What do you know about the village leader?
Our leader, Cahal, takes care of us well enough. A little slow on the uptake, but he is a stout one, no mistake.
Why is Call the leader?
Cahal founded the village, escaped from slavery in Nibini, and crossed the Silt Sea to get here. Can't do that without being good. He's the best warrior here, and that's enough.
What do you mean slow?
Let's just say he'll never be a sage. Bothers some people, but not me. A strong sword arm is what a leader needs. Been enough for Tea Kettle so far. Bye!
Wait, what? I'm the one that says bye.
You'll see, the visionary was right. You are the ones who will fulfill the prophecy. Tea Kettle will survive. Greetings, heroes. I am Cahal, leader of Tea Kettle. We've been waiting for you.
I'm PC Temp.
I'm honored, PC Temp. Now, we have names to match the pictures that the visionary drew.
What?
The visionary's prophecy. Tea Kettle is doomed. But you...
What our noble leader means to say is that a prophecy of doom is on Tea Kettle. You fit the prophecy's description.
You are the heroes who will save Tea Kettle, just like the visionary said.
Tell me about this prophecy.
The visionary can better tell you his prophecies. What's important is that an army will soon destroy Tea Kettle and all the desert villages. He says the ruin will stretch from the Silt Sea to beyond the Badlands.
Where does the army come from?
The visionary didn't say exactly. I suppose the army will come from Draz.
Draz is the only place able to field an army as big as the visionary describes, but I've heard nothing to indicate war.
Who are you?
I am Kirwin, Chief Lieutenant here in Tea Kettle.
Tea Kettle. I'm going to be the only one that says it properly.
Why do you keep interrupting Call?
Not everyone in the village shares Cahal's beliefs, even though he is our leader. I merely voice the concerns of those who disagree.
Caravans of weapons have already gone to Draz. War preparations are going on right now.
How long until this happens?
The visionary is unsure, but it can't be far off.
Why do you believe in the prophecy?
His predictions are always true, and now you are here. There can be no doubt.
Not all of us believe. I say Tea Kettle would do it better to take care of its own concerns instead of worrying about the world.
So the thing that I accidentally clicked through, all the world disappears, that's bad for us. Where'd you find the visionary?
We found him in the desert, tortured by his visions and half crazed from sunstroke. After he regained his health, he went into a trance and revealed his prophecy.
Who is the visionary?
No one knows exactly, not even the visionary. The sun, or his visions, burned away much of his memory.
Where do I find the visionary?
The visionary's house is just northeast of the front gate.
Why should I help you?
You must help. You are our only chance. The visionary says,
Don't help us. If this is a cruel world. No, everyone for himself. Tea Kettle survived before you arrived, and will do so after you leave. I rhymed. I'm very proud of that.
Don't listen to him, although it was a very nice rhyme, Cohen. He is just jealous.
What do you want me to do?
We can't fight Dwaz alone. Our only hope is to join with the other ex-gladiator villages. You must convince those villages to join us.
What?
We don't know.
What?
Villages mostly keep to themselves. Perhaps you could try to find a caravan. They might know. I heard there was one to the north.
Why do you think an alliance will work?
We don't have a choice. The villages are easy prey to Dwaz by themselves. The visionary also says a great uprising from the desert will defeat the army.
Others of us, though, believe it is better to be independent and able to move quickly.
Move quickly, yes, but move to make this alliance and prepare for war.
I will help you. We'll just skip to that part. Every party member receives 1,500 experience points. Yay.
Excellent. This is the best news we've had in a long time.
Make sure you visit the visionary. He will give you aid to your mission. We will also find gifts in your house, the second one to the southeast.
What should I do?
You must visit other villages and convince their leaders to ally with us.
What help can you offer?
We will try to gather information about the Raz's movements while you are gathering your allies. And of course, we will house and feed those you do make. If you want to speak to me or my lieutenant privately, we will be in the homes on either side of this meeting hall.
You have come. The shadows of my visions are flesh. The veil is lifted to reveal the face of freedom.
I was told you'd give me a gift?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, something to aid in your travels. A magical rod to take you where the stones have life.
How do I use this rod?
Retrieve the sparkling hearts of the standing stones. With their life returned, the stones will can call to you. In ignorance, Tea Kettle's heart was cast down the watery shaft.
Who are you?
I am the voice. You are the hand. Now take hold of your doom before the wolf devours the land.
The voice of what?
The voice of the wind that blows away obscuring sand and breathes life into the shadows.
Why do you call me the hand?
Dread hand held high to stay the axe's fall. Each star, each moon, all one fearful symmetry.
What wolf are you talking about?
Jealous of the moon's sway, the wolf gorges on their brilliance in endless gluttony. Now the feast is spread, there's prey at hand. Walk the narrow path your fate demands you, seek forgotten ways, gather to your breast the foes of hateful fear.
What is my fate?
Your fate, to tame the winds of change, or be flung from the precipice. Teetering on the edge, you must forge support lest you fall.
The sun has blasted your brain.
The sun cast down its spear, and now I walk in shadow. You seek a shade too, where sprite holds still its burning tongue.
What? Okay.
I'm Father Garen, cleric of this village. How can I help you?
I'm PC Temp.
It is an honor to meet you, PC Temp. The visionary has spoken a great deal about you. He named you specifically.
I'm here to deliver a bag of pith.
Oh, wonderful. I've been waiting for it for so long.
Linara, a friend of Gedron, desperately needs this extract I make with the pith.
Will you help me get it to her?
I'd be glad to.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. The extract is made by mixing the pith with the concoctions by the wall. When you done, you take that extract over to Linara. She's a colleague in Gedron, a village northwest of here.
I would ask your advice, Father.
Of course, I'm at your service. What do you want to talk about, yo?
What do you know about the visionary?
He has become a good friend of mine, and I can tell you he is a seer of great power. Do not let his odd manner disturb you. Many truths are entwined in his ravings.
Tell me about Tea Kettle's leader.
Cahal, like most Mauls, is a simple soul. Raised from birth to be a Templar's bodyguard, everything he does is motivated by a desire to protect.
So, is he a good leader?
Many times Cahal kept Tea Kettle from harm out of sheer determination, standing firm against heavy odds. It ain't no surprise that Tea Kettle is the center of resistance against Raj.
How does his protective spirit serve him?
It is his greatest strength, although his single-mindedness makes him a bit short-sighted. It has caused him trouble more than once.
What do you mean?
In Nabeni, Cahal's master gave him a girl child to protect, but when she reclaimed the child for a ritual, Cahal defied her. He's protecting her, right? The idea of willingly placing his charge at peril was too much. Now, I don't know, but he survived the Templar's wrath and brought the child to safety.
What happened to the child?
Oh, she lives with us here. Her name is Keturah, and Cahal has made her his adopted daughter. I do not think he ever revealed to her the whole story of her parentage. Technically, that story does not say anything at all about her parentage, so I don't know.
Tell me about the Templar who owned Cahal.
I've forgotten her name, as Cahal does not like to speak of her. Apparently, she was a close advisor to the Shadow King of Nabani and steeped in the rites of evil.
What do you think of the lieutenant? I forgot about that storyline, actually.
I'm not one for politics, so Karen and I have little contact. I mean, this village only has 8 people in it. He is the one responsible for Tea Kettle's prosperity. He is an ambitious man, though, and not to be crossed lightly.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, there ain't nothing about me. I am a simple, humble cleric trying to keep this village healthy.
What elemental sphere do you worship, as if that wasn't obvious?
The elemental sphere of water is the focus of my devotion. Its life-giving properties are a great boon, enabling me to serve Tea Kettle to the fullest.
Do you keep the well water flowing?
Oh, heck no! Domini the Wellmaster is the one to thank for that. He has a great affinity for water and would make a powerful cleric if he weren't too enamored by his mechanical devices.
Are you busy? The village seems pretty small.
My work is never done. A sandstorm swept through recently, leaving dozens of people sandblasted. Others were attacked by dune reapers. The list is endless.
How long have you lived in Tea Kettle?
Since Cahal founded it many years ago. It was I, in fact, who healed the wounds he suffered while escaping slavery, though he bears the scars still. Health and long life to you, friend. Goodbye.
I am pretty sure I have a scroll that had your name on it. Oh, you're not Domini.
Hello, traveler. Well, hello, traveler. Help yourself to some water. My well is never dry and the water's never muddy.
I'm PC Temp.
Glad to meet you, PC Temp. I hear you're going to help us against Raj. We're all quite grateful.
Who are you?
I'm Domini, the Wellmaster.
Have you heard any rumors about the war?
A train of wagons passed through the other day, heading southeast. I couldn't tell from the wall if it was a caravan or a war party, but I did see some warriors scouting its flanks.
Are you worried about the fighting Draj?
I say it's time we fought back. We've lived in fear of Draj for so long, we've forgotten how to resist. The Templars count on that to keep their power.
What are you doing?
I'm making a dredge for the well shaft. Can't let too much silt build up or the water gets fouled.
Tell me about the well.
Well, ha ha ha. My well may be humble to look at, but there's none finer. It's watered tea kettles since the first stone was laid, and will keep on flowing when we're all dust.
How do you know?
One plot of desert may look just like another to most, but the shape of the dunes and the texture of the sand tells me what's underneath.
There's not just more sand?
Oh no, of course not. There's a layer of clay under the sand here, what keeps the water flowing. Just to the west, it looks like a heap of jumbled stone barely covered by the sand. I don't know what that could be.
Do you know the villagers very well?
Can't no one get water without talking to me. Besides, I've been here from the beginning, since many of them grown up.
What do you know about the visionary?
He's crazy. Leastways, I can't understand a word of that gibberish he spouts. He does have a way about him, though. Just the other day, he kept the well from getting clogged with sand.
How?
He covered the well with planks of wood and wouldn't let me move them. Got me mad at the time, but the next day the wind piled right on top of the well. Got me mad at the time, but the next day the wind piled sand Got me mad at the time, but the next day the wind piled sand right up over the well wall.
Is Cahal a good leader?
There are worse leaders to be had. At least Cahal keeps us safe from the marauders. He's a good fighter, and maybe that's all we need.
You kind of sound dissatisfied there.
Oh, no. Cahal's just not the most inspiring of leaders. Tea Kettle could do with some change, keep us from stagnating.
Tell me about the lieutenant.
I don't know much about Kerwin. He mostly keeps to himself, and that's fine by me.
You were here when Tea Kettle was founded?
I was the one who chose where to build the place. More villages than not get swallowed up by the desert because their well gives out, and Cahal wasn't going to let that happen to Tea Kettle.
Bloop. Alright. I thought there was going to be more for me to do with you, but that's okay. We will call this done, and we will pick up here on Saturday. So don't forget, Saturday, noon, Eastern Standard Time, I'll be continuing the stream with the B team. Thank you all so much for joining me on this episode of Dark Sun Shattered Lands with the B team. I'm glad we could share this experience and that you've made me part of your day as I've made you part of mine. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. I really do, because I love this game. Let me know by liking, subscribing, commenting below, or on Twitter, Twitch, or Discord. So, you be in touch now. Bye-bye!